So Leon is back! Quick, act surprised! Capcom just released another Resident Evil Requiem trailer, and while a lot of fans were excited to see Leon return, others immediately started questioning why he's here at all. The way I see it, Capcom didn't bring Leon back because fans asked for it. They brought him back because Resident Evil Requiem needed him. Hey, welcome back to the channel! I'm the globalcherry, and today let's talk about why Leon's return actually makes sense. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe when it's over.
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Nakanishi, the game's director, wanted Resident Evil Requiem to strike a balance between action-driven horror and pure horror. When you think about a character tied to Raccoon City who can bring action-driven horror to Resident Evil, who comes to mind? To me, that would be Leon. While Grace experiences the terror for the first time through sneaking, hiding, and surviving, Leon's sections are clearly designed to be more action-focused, likely in the vein of Resident Evil 4, to balance the overall experience. I've enjoyed games that lean fully into horror and others that focus on survival, but the action-driven moments have always been a big part of what made Resident Evil fun for me, especially in VR. Leon is 51 years old, still in his prime, rocking the coolest drip he's ever had, and being pushed to the limit harder than ever. Sure, back pain might be one of his limits, but that's clearly not stopping this man from throwing roundhouse kicks, revving a chainsaw, or using an axe. Leon is also one of the few Resident Evil characters directly tied to Raccoon City, which makes him the perfect counterbalance to Grace. Grace experiences this horror through fresh eyes, and Leon naturally steps into the role of a guide for both her and the player through the Raccoon City incident. She will begin her story as the biggest scaredy cat in Resident Evil history, and she's pulled into these terrors because the echo of her mother's experience is coming back to haunt her, letting newer fans experience the horror for the first time while giving longtime fans a new perspective on one of the most important events in the series. I get why she's like that. She's worked as an FBI intelligence analyst stuck behind a desk all day, so unlike Claire or Jill, every mutation will probably freak her out.
Oh, shut up, Nicolas Cage! Oh, screw you! Duke, you'll protect me, right? I'm pretty sure one of the daughters— Ah! Okay, hi. Oh! Oh my.
On top of that, she's sent back to the very place where her mother was murdered 8 years earlier, following a mysterious string of deaths across the Midwest. But I hope she turns into a badass. Leon returning just makes sense. He's seen both the beginning and the aftermath of Raccoon City. He's one of the most popular characters in the franchise, and yes, that helps from a marketing standpoint, but most importantly, he has unfinished business. The US government was never fully held accountable for its involvement with Umbrella and the Raccoon City cover-up, and Leon is directly tied to that loose thread. This is his Requiem too. It feels like an epilogue to his journey through Resident Evil 2, 4, 6, and now 9, centered on the lasting impact of Raccoon City and his complicated relationships with Ada and everyone else caught in it. The man literally named his license plate after the games he's been in. He's not letting any of this go. Based on the trailer, it sounds like Sherry Birkin is tipping Leon off that Victor Gideon is a person of interest with ties to Umbrella. She also mentions that he bought a building after Umbrella collapsed, the Road Hill Care Center most likely, right near where the 5th body was found, and where the officer Grace spoke to later went missing. It seems like the poor cop may be infected and spitting out his own teeth. Leon was likely investigating the mysterious string of deaths, looking into new zombie symptoms, post-mortem lividity, and Gideon's role in it. At first, I thought the voice talking to Leon was Hunnigan, but then I remembered Leon is 51 and somehow is still aging like fine wine. So if someone younger is talking to him over comms, it makes way more sense for it to be Sherry. It also sounds like Sherry.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Or it could be Ashley, judging from the blonde hair. Leon refuses to do overtime with her, so maybe she became a field agent to convince him otherwise? Gideon also seems to be the same figure who killed Grace's mother, Alyssa Ashcroft. His interest in Grace may be because she has something he needs in her blood, something genetically passed down from Alyssa. To him, Grace is the chosen one, the special case, and through her, Elpis can finally be set free. Elpis is a Greek term for hope, the last thing left after Pandora's box was opened. So, how does Gideon plan to achieve that hope? Probably by sacrificing Grace to spread a new virus worldwide and open Pandora's box himself for whatever twisted hope he wants to achieve. Power? V-Bucks? And if that's the case, I feel like we've been here before. Wesker, is that you? The trailer even shows Grace speaking with Gideon at the Redwood Hotel, right before he forcibly takes her blood, leaving her with that chest wound.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Judging by a subtle dark patch on his skin and the photos shown in the trailer, it looks like Leon tracked Gideon down, questioned him, and then walked straight into a trap where he was infected. Leon was likely chasing him and searching for a cure when he crossed paths with Grace. He saved her from the hag and started helping her, only to uncover why Gideon was so fixated on her and what's really going on under the hood. And of course, Leon is still being his usual badass self, casually handling everything, including a zombie wielding a chainsaw. It's a typical Tuesday for him. Some fans were hoping Resident Evil 9 would handle Leon like Carlos in the Resident Evil 3 remake, or like Chris Redfield in Village, present in key sections but not everywhere. But it looks like the game is splitting its focus more evenly between Grace and Leon as dual protagonists, not separate campaigns like Resident Evil 2 remake. The story progresses as their paths intertwine. Some fans prefer the action-heavy Resident Evil games, while others want a stronger focus on horror. This setup gives us both. Think of it as getting two cakes instead of one. Blending two gameplay styles is tricky, but if it works, it could be really interesting. Maybe even similar in structure to the first Resident Evil Revelations. Now, for the other very valid questions people were asking. Where's Jill? Where's Claire? Where's Chris? Where's Barry? Before we start acting like Ethan after Rose gets kidnapped, let's all take a breath. It's way too early to assume that this game is just Leon overshadowing Grace. If anything, Resident Evil Requiem may actually place more weight on Grace's story, and this trailer simply exists to keep Leon fans like me happy. Nakanishi has already confirmed that Leon and Grace are the only playable characters, but that doesn't mean they're the only characters in the game. For everyone else, we'll have to wait and see, and that alone suggests familiar faces could still show up. Masato Kumazawa, the producer of Resident Evil Requiem, has also said we may see returning Outbreak characters and other figures tied to Raccoon City. And let's be real, you already know who might show up if Leon is involved. Wherever Leon goes, Ada is never far behind. Maybe she'll toss another rocket launcher at him to use in a boss fight. Regardless, we'll be getting Leon gameplay at the Capcom showcase in January 2026, and I'll definitely be tuning in. Are you? I'm especially curious to see how Leon plays in both first and third person. I've already experienced first person through Resident Evil 4 and the remake in VR, but I want to see how it feels in Resident Evil 9, and the same goes for Grace. If everything comes together, Requiem could end up being a masterpiece, a culmination of fixes for what players felt earlier games were missing. The game launches on February 27, 2026. So, what do you think? Are you picking this up? As a longtime Resident Evil fan, I'm all in. I can't wait to play as both Grace and a legend like Leon. And if this gets a VR mode, my soul might actually leave my body, like Leon when Mr. X puts him in a chokehold. Our boy's back, baby! That is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more Resident Evil updates, and let me know what you think about the game. Thank you for watching, and that's all.